Hey guys, Jason here. Okay, just making sure that it's recording. And today I'm going to be just doing some fantasy advice for fantasy football. So this man right here has already played, and also I have him on my fantasy football team. So basically, I have no idea when I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do this a lot now because I feel like it. Um, well, DeAndre Hopkins had a very nice night, and now he might be able to be considered an elite receiver. But I don't know. I mean, he has like about 600 yards on the season, but he has played one more week than everyone else because Thursday night football. Um, as you can see, it's a nice catch right here. I don't know when this was. I just searched up a Google picture of him. So basically, I'm just going to talk about who I think is good and bad in fantasy football. So, um, well, I have no idea why I searched DeAndre Hopkins wallpaper. Devontae, oh god, Devontae Freeman. Oh god, oh god, I can't spell. Devonta Freeman. He has been the top running back the last 2 weeks with Tevin Coleman out of the picture. But now Tevin Coleman has come back, and I don't know what's gonna happen. I hope he does well because I have him on my fantasy team. I think they're showing some pictures of the other running back. That is not him. This is him, number 24 on the Falcons. But I've just been talking about my team. Let me just talk about some other players. For instance, who else would I want to talk about? Guys, write in the comments who you guys would want me to talk about. Julio Jones. Oh God. Julio. I give up. Julio. Thank you. There we go. He's another Falcon who's been a top wide receiver and elite. Oh my God, this is a great picture. This is my new screensaver. No. Julio Jones is another elite receiver, but he has 2 injuries right now, and he's questionable for the game. And Marshawn Lynch. Sorry about my spelling. I'm very lazy. There we go. I'm really lazy. Marshawn Lynch. I believe this is his 3rd game in a row that he's out, and AKA Skittles. I think this is his. Oh my God, this is a great picture. This is his 3rd game in a row that he's not playing, and that could be a big deal, honestly. Some people think he's going to retire, and this could not be good for him. He's got a hamstring injury, and he's probably going to play next week, but I don't know. Jimmy Graham, another Seahawk that I've traded to my friends, Elliot and Jeremy, in my league. He's on the Seahawks now. Yeah, Seahawks. Not the Saints. These are the Saints. Saints. Here we go. I don't know if that's even Jimmy, but basically, he was expected to he was a top 5 tight end every week last year. But now he's only had 1 good week. And I'm lucky that I traded him. I got Martellus Bennett, who was the top tight end. I did my research on that trade. So I'm going to do I don't know. I think I'm going to do a trade of the week. So I think trade of the week, maybe I'll say a successful trade in my league. Julian Edelman, and I got this trade. And Matt Jones for Joseph Randall, who actually might lose the starting role as running back. Oh God, Randall and T.Y. Hilton. So that's my trade of the week because I have Tom Brady on my fantasy team and getting Julian Edelman. I'm already 4-0 in my league, so listen to me, guys. I get Julian Edelman and Matt Jones. So basically, it's like double points when a touchdown is scored for passing touchdown Julian Edelman. But T.Y. Hilton and Joseph Randall, they're both on the downfall. Matt Jones, honestly, he's just a bad running back. I have Devontae Freeman and Jamal Charles starting, so I think I'm good. So I'm definitely starting Julian Edelman. I'm starting him at like flex for some reason, not a receiver position, but honestly, what was that? Honestly, I have no competition. Just making sure it's still recording. Yes, it is. I'm never comfortable with doing these like Google recording things, like slides and stuff like that. And I just picked up Cario Santos, who has, I believe, he had a record day for him. I mean, the record for most field goals made, he's a kicker, by the way. The record for most field goals in one game is 8. And Cario last week got 7. And I believe 2 were more than 50 yarders. So that means that he had 25 fantasy points, or in a standard league. Assuming a field goal is 3 points and a 50-yarder is 5 and an extra point is 1. That he got 25 fantasy points. I've decided to pick him off free agency, and believe it or not, I dropped Mason Crosby for him. Surprisingly, it's a risky pickup for me, but I think it's worth it. I think he can continue this, and a good waiver wire pick. I'm just trying to do everything. I have no idea what I'm saying anymore. A good waiver wire pick in most leagues. If you need a QB, there are so many injuries. Blake Bortles, I can't spell today. It's early in the morning. It's 8:51. Not so early, but Blake Bortles, he's been cutting down on his turnovers. He's available in many, many leagues, I'm sure. Tony Romo is injured. Okay, there are just a ton of injured QBs now, and Blake Bortles would probably be a very good pickup. I don't know how many leagues he's owned in, but definitely, if he's a free agent in your league, or maybe not, or even on waivers, pick him up. I mean, if you're desperate for a QB, I personally don't need him because I have Tom Brady, but some people will, and that is not Blake Bortles. Another waiver wire pick that people are really, really overlooking right now. Ty Rawls. I mean, I know he had a down week, but I don't know if he'll show up. Nope. No, I'm sorry, Thomas Rawls. Oh, God. I'm not good with names. Oh, God. Thomas Rawls. There we go. He's a rookie on Seattle. And with Marshawn Lynch out, he could have a good week. He could have a decent week. I mean, if you need a running back for this week, then sure, he's a good pickup. I mean, the Panthers have a bye week, so that means Jonathan Stewart is not playing. Lamar Miller is not playing. Chris Ivory is not playing, so he could be a good waiver wire or free agent pickup if he's not already picked up. And another player that you might want to pick up, CJ Spiller, but I mean, I don't know about him. But somebody that, even though he's been looking decent, Ty Montgomery. Now, that's a tongue twister. I don't care about Ty Rawls. Ty Montgomery. Please, yeah, thank you for spelling it for me. Ty Montgomery. I think he's a very, very big sleeper for this week. Or every week, actually, for that matter. But, I mean, he's been getting 11 targets, which I know, yes, I know that's bad, blah, blah, blah. But with Devontae Adams out, or him injured, he'll be seeing more snaps with Aaron Rodgers at QB, and Aaron Rodgers makes everyone better around him, you gotta admit. James Jones is not good enough for the Giants, and yet he's amazing on the Packers. What do you think happened to him? Well, he's on the Packers now, but yeah, it's just because he's on the Packers. Marvin Jones. I mean, not for this week. Definitely not this week. Okay, why am I mentioning this week? I have no idea. But don't pick him up this week. But maybe they're gonna have a down week this week. The Bengals. Seahawks have not allowed a touchdown for 18 quarters straight with Cam Chancellor playing. including last season and the playoffs, I believe. No, I don't. No, actually, not including the playoffs. I don't believe. I'm pretty sure. But so Marvin Jones could be a very good free agent pickup later. Not now. He's definitely another sleeper. But I have not been talking about tight ends. There have been no tight ends mentioned in this. Owen Daniels probably may have been picked up already, but probably not. I mean, he's available in my league. And I mean, I have 12 players. It's a standard league. PPR league, probably a little bit less value for Owen Daniels, but I don't know. Um, the Oakland Raiders, yes, I know. Everybody knows. Actually, no, they don't. Oakland Raiders have been the worst in all stats against tight ends this year. And, I didn't show you guys a picture of Marvin Jones. I need to do that right now. Marvin Jones, number 82 on the Bengals. I mean, Andy Dalton's not very accurate, but now he's been using him. And in a standard league, he got 10 points and 15 points 2 weeks in a row. Okay, now back to Owen Daniels. Owen Daniels, definitely probably free agent in a lot of leagues. I mean, I know he actually got a little bit of an injury, but I'm sorry, it's not injury related, but he's probable for the game, and since it's not injury related, that means it's good. Well, no, it's not. It's not good. It's never good when you're probable, but I mean, it's at least it's not an injury. It's like probably family or something related. I don't know. I don't know what I've been told. Marvin Jones is number 82 on the Bengals. Owen Daniels has just gone to the Denver Broncos, and since Peyton Manning is not a mobile QB, and you guys all know that, assuming you know Peyton Manning, yes, he was on the Texans and the Ravens. Since Peyton Manning's definitely not a mobile QB, he's worked with non-mobile QBs before. I mean, Texans, Brian Hoyer, I'm sorry. They just, I don't think they've really ever, have they had a mobile QB? I don't think so. Joe Flacco, not the most mobile QB ever. And he hasn't been working with people like Russell Wilson or anything. And since QBs that are not mobile definitely want to throw to their tight ends, and he's definitely going to be a red zone target. So he could be a good pickup for tight ends on a bye week. Like, for instance, Greg Olsen is on a bye week. What time is it? Yeah, Greg Olsen is on a bye week. Who else? Well, Greg Olsen is a big tight end, definitely. Well, honestly, I think all I can think about is Greg Olsen. So, well, Greg Olsen's on a bye week. So if you have Greg Olsen, he might be a good free agent pickup for this week. Definitely an ad for this week, and then you drop him, or maybe even trade him. I don't know. If your league has more than 12 people in that, then you could probably get a good trade off of him. People could be gullible to him. And I have not talked about defense. So, last but not least, defense. So, the Redskins, not this week, they honestly could be a good defense. But, I mean, they're a good run stopper, but how are they going to stop Julio Jones? I don't know. And they may not even be able to stop Devontae Freeman this week. So, I say that if you have a defense that has a bye week next week, pick them up. And yes, I know. You're probably thinking, I'm so stupid. Why are you picking them up now and not next week? Well, next week they're against the New York Jets offense. They haven't really been struggling, but with their beastly run defense, yes, surprisingly, they have a decent run defense. And so they could be able, if they stop Chris Ivory, they stop everyone. And last but not least, another defense that's on the waiver wire, probably. Maybe even a good pickup. May even be the New York Giants defense if they're not already picked up. I mean, they have a nice matchup, and they actually have been a really good defense. Somehow their offense has been worse than expected, And oh yeah, this is what the Redskins probably felt like or feel like. They should feel like that because they obviously always lose to the Giants. I'm a Giants fan, if you can't already guess. But the Giants' defense has been way better than expected, and they were able to stop Buffalo. Honestly, they probably might be picked up already. But if you need a defense and they're a free agent or even on waivers, pick them up. So I think that is all for today's. I'm too lazy to make a slide, so I just keep looking up Google things. My outro, hooray, little NFL. So that is all for today's episode of Fantasy Advice, and I will see you guys in the next video of Fantasy Advice, which will probably be Sunday afternoon or something like that. I have no idea, or maybe even this afternoon. I have no idea. Bye-bye. Hopefully it stops recording because I can't really see. Oh, it didn't stop.